Sick logo.
Come and play now. Take your fight with the lookers and spreadsheets. Build your character and roll
Woo! Here we are. Welcome to Dungeons and Deathmachines. First Total Party Kill Theater. If you look down in the YouTube description, you'll see a link to the Discord where you can join us and play alongside us today.
Awesome. So
And
subscribe, comment, like, everything.
Subscribe,
you can play
comment,
on this.
like, play. Come on, man.
Join the Discord, because there you can play with us right now. This is live.
We're live. You can come and play with us. Come on.
I had the table set up.
We're inviting you.
Let me extend a hearty welcome on behalf of Spelunkers and Spreadsheets organization, where you can modify gaming tools to use for everything you need in role-playing games, from maps to spreadsheets, character sheets. So we're going to hopefully be able to use some of those tools to the betterment of the gaming hobby today. I've got a great campaign in store for these poor victims. Obviously, we call this thing Total Party Kill Theater. Technically this is the first stream version of this, but we've played this around the house now for I think 3 or 4 prior sessions, and everybody died and it was great fun.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we have a couple players here, but not everybody's decided what they're going to be doing. Patrick is a veteran of the GameCube campaign, and before that, Villain's Quest, which was also streamed. A lot of real deep dives into my fantasy campaign world.
Well, we didn't
We're going a
stream
different
Villain's
direction.
Quest. We just recorded Villain's Quest because we were going to try to make that into an animation later. And we're still in the works of that. We have a lot of that set aside on the back burner.
Some of Villain's Quest carried over into the GameCube by way of our producer Mauricio. By the way, he gets a credit on all the write-ups of this stuff. So if you ask us nicely, there is a PDF of the GameCube. Anybody that's interested in that whole campaign, it does exist. It's written down. Obviously, it's in a kind of zero-with draft state, but it is a rich source of cool ideas for your campaign. We're looking at the same thing now with Total Party Kill Theater. I don't want to give anything away, although these guys have been briefed. What do you guys understand about the campaign?
So today, we have 2 parts of our campaign. We have the modern part of our campaign, and of course the part of our campaign where the GameCube was in Warmeat, which is actually technically in the future after the apocalypse. But we also have the part of our game that takes place in the pre-apocalypse times, our times, which is where we will be today, in the modern world.
And there is a new face at the table. Who do we have over here?
Oh, hi, I'm June. Yeah.
So just a new player, June, not just any player. My youngest and most beloved of all, and
My little sister.
What's going on with you today?
Not much, just excited to play some D&D, yeah, so that's all.
All right, so
Right.
there's a lot of new kind of tech that we're bringing to bear over here. I sent them editor's permissions to one of our sheets that we use. This one's got a lot of capability to come up with details about your character. So you feed it the basics, and it'll come up with the rest. and I hope we can use that to kind of speed things up because we got here late. We're an hour late, and usually we like to take an hour to just make sure that all of our character sheets are accessible and stuff. So we're gonna have to do some of that in this first
get my phone.
bunch of minutes here. Phones are great to use. There's actually apps for Dungeon Masters. So I'm gonna get out one of my other phones and put it online because I have all these cool functions that these apps can perform for me. All right, well, let me.
Oh, I got 89%. This should last.
Since the last time we streamed, my computer crashed. And so my Discord is not set up on this laptop. So I don't think I'm going to be streaming to Discord, which unfortunately means I can't screen share.
Oh, well.
But
we tried to set that up. I didn't realize that we were doing that. Oh, well. Well, I guess it's good that
it was on my. That was just.
That's on your end, though. I'm sorry.
I do have kind of a PDF of today's adventure. TPK Theaters. All right, this is now we're dropping new information
All right,
here.
so
Getting
now
stuff
I'm in the character sheet.
It's called TPK Theaters Haunted Trail of Terror. It's part of the Apocalypse No storyline, which itself is a part of the Rise of the Universal God Emperor storyline, or Rogue. These are Spelunker and Spreadsheet brands. And what it says here is, in the grim darkness of the 45th century, there is only God Emperor Trump. And so what that means in our time is that future won't happen. So these guys keep time traveling back, kind of like Terminator, to ensure that, in fact, we do devolve to an empire under the God Emperor Trump. So it's kind of like that Terminator, but there is a wrinkle on it because there's an apocalypse in between. Supposedly you can time travel back and change stuff, but it doesn't change anything. I don't know. Kind of a paradoxical thing. All time travel fiction is riddled with paradoxes, but I like the idea, which came up in one of the later Marvel movies, right? In Loki. In the Marvel series Loki, they would time travel right before an apocalypse. Did you see Loki, June?
I haven't seen Loki.
Oh man, you gotta watch that one. It's good. Have you seen it, Mauricio?
Yeah. That's very cool.
And they would time travel right before these huge disasters.
This is so weird.
We've been playing this storyline for about variations on it for about 4 or 5 years already.
Yeah.
So we thought of that first.
It's awesome. Those
They let me copy, but it won't let me type in here on my phone. So I guess we'll have to do it on the computer. But I made a copy of
What do you
the
need
character
to do?
sheet. I guys gonna
You
meet.
want to do it in there?
I wanted to do it in there, but let's do it on the computer because I made the copy already, though at least.
Here.
Should I
Rob's-
put that on the screen then? Is that a PDF?
Yeah, it's that PDF right here. Yep. Put that on the. You can put that on the screen. Yeah.
PDF.
Yeah, because I have the PDF open over there
Uh,
of Total Party Kill Theater. So people can.
the spreadsheet.
Yeah, spreadsheet. Sorry. He called it a
Rob
PDF.
Savage. Let me see if I can harvest this information.
Well, I didn't even put any of that shit in
Need
there.
to read it from here?
That's just the copied character sheet still. Rob's. Yeah, I don't know. I looked at this guy. I'm like, this guy looks like a Rob Savage.
Oh, cool. So, as we know, we're going to be using a homebrew takeoff on the D&D 3rd Ed rules, more or less. If you know your history of old school games, there was an old school system called the Complete Role Player, that also had a campaign setting called Atlantis and a series of books called the Atlantean Trilogy from the company Bard Games. Basically, 5th Ed and a lot of 3rd and 4th Ed were basically regular Dungeons and Dragons like Zeroth and First Edition, modified by the ideas from Bard Games.
Nice.
But they added a complication. Instead of DC 11 that everything would have been in the Bard Game systems, they made the standard DC 15, and you had to basically look up the DC for most tasks that you wish to attempt because some things were deemed more difficult than others.
Yeah.
Where Bard Games had just used a 50-50 plus modifiers kind of rule. So that's what we do. We have 50-50 plus modifiers to attempt it and succeed at a task, and we got rid of DCs. So the modifiers are basically what level would you expect someone to be able to do this.
Oh yeah, put it in his hand because that's where the characters are. I like that. Yeah, you know, it's cool.
So we have basically in those of us that know about role-playing design understand this dichotomy between skill-based characters and class-based characters. And we're trying to have the best of both.
Yeah.
So class-based allows you to have that superhero version where people are getting stabbed by full horse lance, armed people, or maybe being shot with, a burst of machine gun fire, and basically still being okay because you have tons of hit points. If you're a 10th level fighter, you might have 120 hit points, and I shoot you with an AK-47 and hit you 3 or 4 times, you're basically fine. Class-based, now that's a class-based character. Now skill-based characters, you may only have a small handful of hit points, but you may have intense abilities to accomplish certain tasks that are basically your skills, your feats, your abilities. This is more like real life. I don't know very many people who've been shot, and everyone I know who has ever shot was incapacitated by one shot. And we all know people who died, obviously, from such injuries.
Yeah, I knew a guy that got shot, he was homeless. He got shot in the leg just in a random drive-by. It's a drive-by that happened to be happening around him, And he had to go to the hospital for a long time, and he didn't walk right for at least a year.
Now, could he have stabbed a goblin after he was shot in the leg?
Well, he was writhing in pain, so I guess he was conscious. So probably, if need be.
I don't know. I've been in enough pain where, if a goblin was trying to kill me, I probably would have died.
Yeah, it's true, too.
You know what I mean? I could probably maybe start grabbing a knife or something. Like when I got hit by a car in 8th grade, I had to lay there. So we're talking about the difference between skill-based characters and class-based. Class-based allows you to have 400 hit points or whatever if you're high enough level. Skill-based, you're basically, you're gonna be very exceptional if you even have 30 hit points.
There's more guys here, too.
And so this debate is a little bit less important at the low level. If you think about it, at first level, you only have 1 hit die.
Yep.
So the way it works in our game, you can get one hit die for being a human and reaching maturity.
He plays Ultron.
But if you join a class before you even reach maturity, you just get the 1 hit die from reaching first level in your class. So some people at first level, if they didn't learn that profession until they were already an adult, they may actually have 2 hit dice. They'll have their racial hit die as a human, 1d6 from the old school, and then they'll have their d10 as a fighter or whatever. So these folks are quite buff. These are people that join the military not as, a callow, fresh-faced 16, 17-year-old, but they're already, they've been working in the economy now for a bunch of years. They're fully grown and stuff like that. That's not you in this. You can be 0th level and get 10 extra skill points, or be 1st level. So most of these characters are going to be assumed to be pretty young. Oh, okay. Now let's get down to some character choices that really matter for this particular game right here. There's something in this total party kill called faction.
So he's coming. Yep.
Hey, Shelly.
Yep.
There you go.
Got something to eat.
Oh.
Anybody who's streaming this, let us know if you want to join in. We can give you editing permission to the sheet, and you can select a guy. There's a random character generator in there, just creating tons of characters, and so you can basically select one of those, or we can show you how to modify something more custom to yourself. You might as well put this Rob Savage guy just on the character sheet line. Just in the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, just change name to Rob Savage.
Alright. Pick the miniature. For everybody.
Huh?
June picked a miniature too. We're gonna play as this firefighter.
Does Rob Savage have a job you've decided on? So there's jobs and then there's character classes. In the real world, obviously, not every soldier is like a trained martial artist or fighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so their job might be a soldier. They may have some skills in fighting. This gets back to skill-based versus class-based. Yet, they are not like a person who advances as a warrior, like say Conan or one of these literary kind of warriors.
Yeah.
That said, maybe they are in more of a modern profession of fighting. So we're set up for all that. We'll come to that as we get there. But I'm understanding, June, that your character's job is a firefighter.
Yeah, but I was thinking they were previously a soldier for like a couple years, or a cop, one or the other. But like that doesn't just factor into their class. So I was thinking they're going to be like a solo whose job is a firefighter.
So
I know I got cop.
they're an ex-cop, ex-military.
Yeah.
So they might have made it to the rank of like corporal.
Okay.
Seeing as you're on be first level.
Right.
I have you here as a female from random. Male?
Yeah, I was thinking a male
Female?
character. Yeah.
Male?
Named Freddie
Solo?
Mason.
Named Freddie Mason. Now, are you working as like safety and security?
Yeah, that's kind of the
Yeah,
idea
okay.
I had. He's
They-
like
yeah,
on
that's-
hand fire safety.
So maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I was going to explain that there's a few basic groups. There's the police, law enforcement, and fire and safety and security officers that work for the Haunted Trail. I didn't even announce that it's the Haunted Trail, right? So this campaign is called TPK Theater's Haunted Trail of Terror. And all we know is that everyone is going to the local haunted house. Now there's probably some changes. We're talking about like, how can I be a mutant fire starter that walks through this? So there's gonna be some changes, obviously, but there are about 8 key groups that will be going through this attraction. There are the actors. These are people that showed up to do their job, to be one of the roles in this haunted house. There's the police, law enforcement, firefighters. Looks like June's going that route. These are people there to protect and serve, basically. We have criminals. You know, there's a shitload of money in that office at the Haunted Trail.
Rob Savage
And-
has just escaped from prison.
We were under basically siege from like every petty criminal, the homeless, everything. When I was working at the real life Haunted Trail, to come and rob us every day. And now they've really planned a heist. And they're coming in here with some long guns and some heavy iron. And they're going to take the money. And I'm not giving away anything. We got the spies. There's intelligence chatter that there's something in this trail today that could end the freaking world. You got the Russians, you got the Americans, the Israelis, you got this company called MDC. And they're all coming down there, and they're not taking any prisoners. They got, you seen that little cricket from Men in Black? Some of them have stuff like that. There's customers, just regular old hee-ha, I'm a kid. You know, like, and I'm gonna go through here today. And everyone gets like bonus stuff. So the regular humans, you guys get a plus on your wealth, basically. And you can spend that on equipment. And before you even walk in, when you get to the concession stand inside, you're going to be in for a treat. There's two or three other, there's like actually 4 other groups of normal humans. There's protesters, people that are pissed off that the park's property has gone to this privately owned haunted house that's making millions of dollars and taking it out of the community. What the fuck? So they're protesting, and you know, some of them could be quite extreme. That brings us to our radicals. We have like radical Trump supporters.
Yep.
That, you know, want to like tip the scales of government and get their man. Actually, in this universe, Trump won office, but he's in all kinds of trouble politically,
Right.
to say the least.
So the haunted trail is kind of like in like a valley-ish kind of thing, right? Or am I wrong?
So what we need first is like just a storefront and a hedge maze.
All right. Well, I guess something like this. I don't know.
The other 2 groups of normals being the people that run and own and manage the trail, and the people that work there. So anybody that's interested, so we already identified one of the players is going to be in the law enforcement.
Yep.
June, you said you're more of a criminal.
No,
Or,
me.
I mean, Patrick, you were more of a criminal, if I'm understanding.
Yeah, that's what I was going for that angle. Yeah.
All right, Rob Savage, trade. Is there anything more specific, or just...
He's escaped from prison.
You mind if...
Please remember that, or I might put it in if I find where.
Yeah.
Rank, title, so
He's a
being
prison.
first level, you earned.
Well, you can tell he's a prison escapee. Look at his shirt. Straight up wearing that prison escapee shirt.
All right, so you are literally an outcast, social rank. You're wearing a goddamn prison shirt.
That's tore up and stuff.
Human male. It says here class courtesan. Were you a hooker, like a streetwise, like...
No. Rob Savage was a murderer. He just murdered people.
Oh, you said you were an executioner.
Yeah. Rob Savage. Not even... Yeah, he's an executioner, but he's just the kind of person who's an executioner because he was just a random serial killer. He's just a serial killer, you know?
So you guys are going to do the simple thing and be first level?
Yep.
Alright. Let me know shit like alignment.
Chaotic evil serial killer. Alright, I'm gonna make this like a hill in front of the storefront thing, which is like a tent.
My character's neutral good.
Alright.
Not lawful good.
Alright. There's been a attraction. It's 2022. The midterm elections are coming up. In this parallel universe, Trump actually won in 2020, but he was removed by the 21st Amendment, by the 25th Amendment, by Mike Pence while he was in space. And this triggered off a civil war where his Space Force landed to secure him back in office and fought the other part of the American government, creating the Space Marines when the Space Force landed and attacked in 2020. So it's 2022. You got Trump out here trying to send people back in time to help him establish the empire that we know in our fantasy gaming table, where we basically have a copy of Warhammer 40,000. Those of you out there that might know about Warhammer, but Trump is the God Emperor.
All right, I gotta find something to
And
make a
this is
hedge
something
maze.
that came from the
Can you
old
pass me that-
archives
some of those
Dungeons and
Legos?
Dragons in the
I should have just grabbed these out.
product of D&D called
Yeah.
Judges Guild.
Yeah, I don't know.
In Teagle Manor and Judges Guild products, the characters are named Rump, and they're trying to sell you this giant like plot of real estate. And so I said, "Oh, Rump, real estate. This is Trump." And this occurred to me about 10 or 12 years ago, and it's kind of guided
Damn it.
the game table. We said he'd become president before he even announced running, but of course I was just ripping off The Simpsons. And then, to my horror, I realized that, like, oh shit, you know, this gaming stuff is coming true. And so now, maybe it's even possible that if I worked at the real Haunted Trail, maybe the Dungeon Master, this mythical figure in the game who wrote down the campaign, maybe he's in this dungeon, and maybe his campaign book is like needed to prevent or cause the future.
So that's what's up with the CIA involvement and like all that stuff then
Maybe when you don't know, if you don't play one of those guys, I don't tell you any of that. And then you only get, like, if you say, oh, I'm in there and I'm from Mossad, then you get the Israeli version of it. If you know,
Something like this.
I won't say. I should have picked a different group because I could say something stupid.
Should not say something stupid.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold my tongue.
All right. It's
So let's go through Freddy, Mason, Firefighter, Corporal, Human, Male Solo, Neutral Good, First Level. It's giving you 9 hit points, AC 15. We'll come back to that.
Cool.
It's got your MAB and your RAB sitting here getting calculated. Alright, we got your stats here. I would re-roll these mother effers. You got a 9 and an 11. So you're going to have a minus on something. You want to re-roll? Alright.
That would be great.
So if nobody joined us. If anybody joined us,
Yeah, I'm looking.
see if they want access to the sheet. Alright, here, you got a better roll up now.
It should be in
all right.
lobby. Well, there's nobody here.
Alright, nobody's here just yet.
Yeah, I also on YouTube.
All right. This is what I got set up for the haunted
posting
trail right here.
comments or chats.
I would go on Discord, except, like, don't you have to install stuff?
You need.
Um,
So what should the guy in front of this place look like? Maybe the skeleton.
Well,
Put
what,
any
like the
put any
bouncer or,
damn
like-
thing.
All right. There's a
Yeah,
skeleton.
Is this the bouncer?
There's the only thing that's strictly called for is there's 2 gargoyle statues. There's kind of a front of like a gothic like hotel.
All right. Well, I put this tent.
That's fine.
I don't know what I have. I got this for a gargoyle, maybe.
All right, perfect.
Like if they come to
That'll
life.
just represent both gargoyles.
All right. We'll put him here.
And
Hiya.
put a human as well. There is just a human guy. He's probably wearing like a fedora type hat.
There's Mr.
And
Mason.
and there's also humans inside that tinted area that are ticket takers and sellers and
Yeah.
selling selling stuff. All right, here I just took your stats. Now I have more sophisticated ways of rolling up stats. I had to get rid of all that to be ready today. So I got you a 12 strength, 15 int, 15 wisdom, 19 dex, 13 con, and 10 charisma. And you have one last chance to move those around if you want.
Who, me?
No, June.
What did you say my charisma was?
10. That's your lowest stat.
Okay. I put the 15 on my int into strength.
15 is on your int, so it's 12
Yeah, so
strength.
put it onto my strength.
15
Switch them around.
and 12 strength. Alright,
So
you
give
got
me your-
15 wisdom still.
Uh-huh.
You got 19 dex,
Yeah.
13 con, and 10 charisma.
And you work for the trail,
Trail
so
with
should you be
7
somewhere on this trail, like towards the front or something?
Huh?
I mean, if June's character works on the trail, should be somewhere like.
June's a
Switch the con over
firefighter.
with
They
some-
don't really work on the trail. I'm gonna get to that part.
So 15 con, 13 wisdom.
I don't know, man. I feel like this guy would like be trying to sneak up from the back or something. You know.
And then is my character like strictly a firefighter, or is he doing any security work for them as well? Like, are they understaffed? in
You're a
that
solo.
aspect?
You could even dip your hat into the spy side. So through the San Diego police side, San Diego Fire Department, you were actually put in there by FBI, CIA, Interpol. If you want to go that route, or like you're saying, you want to combine. For me, I say leave it simple. You're
Yeah,
just
that's
San
what I was
Diego
thinking.
Fire Department. Straight
Mauricio,
up.
he passed me.
Or
And
if
I
you
was
want it,
thinking
if you
for
want, you
equipment,
can.
Can I get a fire axe? It's free.
Yeah.
No, I'm a firefighter.
All right, melee weapon, fire axe.
Here.
All right, missile weapon, fire extinguisher,
Yeah, extinguisher would make more sense. I was gonna try and say it.
flamethrower.
A 9. I was just a nice 9mm little.
If you want to be one of those like criminals that would carry a firearm to work, you can go that route.
No, I'm neutral good. If I was chaotic good, maybe I'd carry it.
Technology, I don't know what it says you have on you right here. This will be interesting. A bang grenade. You are apparently issued yeah. I mean, I'm gonna let you keep that if you want it.
I'm okay on the grenade.
Just a bang grenade. All right, no grenade.
Oh, you know, what if I could have one of those like universal keys, because they gotta be able to get into doors quickly, right?
Okay.
And then they can't use an axe. So like basic locks. Yeah. Master key.
Universal key or master key or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
No magic items for you. No alchemical items for you. Actually, alchemical items in this case refers to like healing packs. So yeah, you have first aid kit. Holdings. It literally says no fucking wealth. I don't know why you're so poor, but you are.
I'm addicted to gambling and also incredibly unlucky. Maybe.
Height 5'11". It
Uh,
just
fine.
re-rolled it to 6'7".
Yeah, I'd like 6'7" actually. That. Yeah.
Or what is that? 6'6".
6'6". Okay. Yeah.
6'6", 150. Ah! 250, bro.
Yeah,
He's
no
so
way he's a
skinny.
firefighter, ex-military.
Yeah.
6'6", 150.
Well, Abe Lincoln was kind of like close to that.
Abe? Yeah. Abe
Hair and
was-
tentacles. That's a lie.
He's bald. He was balding and just
Green eyes.
Yeah, green eyes. Okay.
No birthmarks or unusual marks. Dark brown skin.
Okay.
No unusual other stuff. Age mature.
Nice.
It's up to you.
I'm
You
thinking
can
maybe
put a
like
number.
30s.
30s.
Again, pick a specific
I'm
one.
gonna call you 31.
Alright.
Appearance immaculate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wealth average.
So he has immaculate appearance. He's just not very charismatic.
Yeah, you're clean. Yeah, you're clean but boring. Yeah, how are you 6'6" and like you have no like persona? Like everyone sees you walk in the room and they like go back to what they were doing.
Oh yeah, guys.
He must
Sanity's
just be
very
the
safe.
most average guy, which makes sense for someone who switches a bang grenade for a master key on their.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Fire
you're the
exit.
one that like actually looks for like traps. Personality precise. Before this, I forget what it had said. It was better though. Suspicious.
Yeah.
Precise exacting is what it rolled right now.
I think precise exacting fits the firefighter.
rich.
Yeah.
Religion. It
Either
doesn't.
I don't know, either an atheist or like Christian maybe, I don't know.
Alright, I just got you as atheist. No spell stuff for you. Martial arts improved. Your class abilities, if you want to know those.
Yeah.
As solo, you get dodge, awareness, stealth, first aid, multiple attacks.
Can I get bonus on climbing as a firefighter? Trained in that from my work.
Alright. Yeah, anytime you encounter some shit you're trying to do with your profession, with your secondary skill, just let me know, because I'm kind of swamped here. Let me see. Why the fuck isn't this aligned normally? There we go. Why the fuck isn't this word fucking wrapped?
What's my armor and stuff?
Okay, you get assassin feats, but that's just a list of shit that you can add to later, and it's only one. You don't even get that till 6th level. Drive in one other vehicle. Sorry, what was your question?
Oh yeah, what's my like armor? Yeah.
Alright,
I was thinking
we'll
of-
get to that. Because it automatically rolled it up. I'm zeroing out all these fields. Secret, rumor, trick. It says troops, 1 solo. Do you want like a fucking assist? Never mind, it zeroed out your troops. And I'm gonna, yeah, no one gets troops in TPK. What the fuck?
I have a feeling this guy's just gonna either like be a nice, well-rounded character or like good poacher.
Alright, so it says you are AC 14. Having 19 dex though, that means that's actually lower than what your AC will be. So your minimum AC is gonna be like a firefighter's like uniform plus your dex of +4.
Firefighter's uniform's gotta be at least like leather or studded leather.
Right, it's like
But
AC.
then the helmet to
12.
me makes me want to put it a little above that. 'Cause
We'll
it's
say
like a
13.
full-on metal helmet. Yeah.
Alright. So then with your dex, that brings you to AC 17.
Oh, shit. Should we bring the food over
And your
here?
armor type.
I guess you keep turning it, the camera, huh?
Yeah.
I guess that works.
God damn.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
We're just doing technical talk over here a little bit. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Armor type for you is gonna be fire uniform and helmet. You even have access to riot shields and stuff you might want to say you grab before you do that. I gotta go pee. Alright, your character's pretty much done.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. The way it is.
Alright, then we guess we do Rob Savage next. You gotta go,
But I gotta go pee.
Oh,
We're an unlikely team, huh? Mr. Savage and the firefighter.
Rob Savage. I'm here to rob and eat the rich. What?
Eat the rich?
He eats the rich. Why do you think this guy had to escape from prison, dude? He robs and eats the rich. They're delicious. That's where I get all my best nutrition. I sharpened all my teeth with a nail file. What the? Sharpened all my teeth with a nail file. I like that one too. He's like there sharpening his teeth. And you got problems, Rob Savage. You be sharpening your teeth.
Alright. Rob Savage, you haven't escaped yet.
Okay.
You are in the process of escaping because you volunteered as volunteer firefighter to help the firefighter.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Rob
so
Savage
community service?
sharpens his
Yeah.
teeth with a nail file. I don't know if that
So you guys are like pulling up to the haunted hotel.
does that count as a mutation. You sharpen your teeth.
No, but we had to put it under your unusual stuff.
Yeah, because I'm saying he's got a bite attack basically. Has like a weird secondary skill. Bite attack. From years of sharpening his teeth.
Alright, let's look at what we have so far on Rob Savage. Trade criminal, rank escapee, human male, executioner. I don't know if executioners are supported. Yeah, it looks like no, it's giving you the wrong feats and stuff. Oh, it's trying to say you're a beastmaster. Okay, it's just not done calculating.
Okay.
If you're not an execution, let's pick a more normal thing. So like, give
Well,
it a
let's
chance
see.
over
He's a serial killer who robs and eats the rich. That's his whole shtick.
here. Assassin.
Assassin, yeah, dude. He robs and eats the rich.
All right, and Freddy, you're starting to get the sense that you were put with this person by somebody very bad. Like some government person has some kind of agenda, and they like set you guys up to go in here.
Right? Like, who's sending out Rob Savage?
Today I'm just feeling very lucky that I have 0 assets or wealth. For some reason, if you remember.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He only eats the rich and robs them.
All right, so for Rob Savage, we got to roll your stats.
Alright.
All right,
Do it.
I want to pick these that rolled up right now. So you got 11 strength, 19 int, 15 wisdom, 17 dex, 18 con, and 16 charisma.
Okay, I feel like he should have an 18 strength.
That puts an 11 on your con.
Yeah.
You might want to move that.
I want that to be on the wisdom, actually. 11 wisdom. And then we'll put the 15 on intelligence. And the 19. Yeah. There we go. That looks right.
So you're going with 18 strength, 15 int, 11 wisdom, 17 dex, 19 con, 16 charisma.
He sharpens his teeth and somehow has 16 charisma.
You're like, I don't know, Pitbull or something.
Yeah, right.
All right, missile weapon, none.
Yeah.
Melee weapon, none. You're kept unarmed.
Yeah.
Wait, what is some kind of shiv though, or something?
No, he sharpened
Are you-
his teeth.
Are you keeping a shiv with you?
He's got a nail file, I guess. But it's probably not a shiv.
Melee weapon file.
Yep.
You don't have a needle or rifle.
No.
Don't have any magic items. No drugs or alchemical stuff.
No.
No property or holdings. Height 6'4".
Yep.
Weight 225. Blonde hair or black hair,
Yeah.
blue eyes.
Yep.
No marks.
No, he's got this weird band-aid thing on his face.
Scar on
Chic.
cheek. Skin Caucasian.
Yup.
Nothing unusual. Oh no, unusual.
Sharpened teeth. Oh, wow, so what damage are you gonna say that does?
D4.
Yeah, D4.
Alright. Age young. You
Yeah.
want to put a number on it? Or
Let's see, this guy looks like maybe 27.
age 27.
Yep.
Appearance foppish? No.
Gruff.
Gruff.
Yeah. He's ripped his prison shirt and tank top.
Wealth.
None.
Sanity. Normal.
No.
Maniacal. From D&D, the sanity system was insane, maniacal, neurotic, normal, unstable, very stable.
I feel like this guy is like neurotic. He's got this thing about eating and robbing the rich. He feels like it's moral or some shit. Is that neurosis? That's some kind of weird neurosis.
Personality, optimistic, what? Obsessed.
Obsessed.
Fanatical, obsessive.
Yup.
Religion. Just leave that blank for
Yeah, I don't think this guy has a religion.
now. Spells. Martial art. Kung fu.
Yeah, screw it, dude. The guy knows kung fu.
Cybernetics, none.
Nope.
Racial abilities, no.
Oh, he's got that.
Secret, no.
Oh, wait, you put that up somewhere else. Oh, wait. Rumor. Yeah, because this guy is a convicted serial killer.
Well, that's not a rumor, that's just a fact.
Oh, okay. That's true. I don't know where you put that shit.
Yeah, I don't know if these new fields are going in either. I
Alright.
think they might not be.
Alright, well, yeah, I guess this guy's done.
Like, if I create something new, because, like, it's supposed to show up here,
Yep.
and it's not, so I don't want to, like, add too much stuff that doesn't work.
That makes sense.
Armor type, but we can do it for this one guy. Oh, wait. Alright, you're a volunteer, so over your prison's jumpsuit, you've been issued a fire uniform and helmet of the same AC as your handler, the actual fire corporal, Freddie Mason. That brings your base AC up to 13. And then you got. Oh, I messed your decks up.
No, it's 17.
I thought you had 19 on your decks and 17 on.
No, 19 on 17 on decks. Yeah.
Okay, so that brings you to AC 16.
This guy's got a really good constitution. That's pretty good.
And your armor type's gonna be fire uniform and helmet. Alright, I forget what other shit I was gonna write down, but it's not that important. Alright, so we got you guys figured out.
Yep.
If you guys surf the shared link, these characters kind of exist. Oh, and the new fields are actually loading.
So,
So
where would it be? What field? In that?
Characters. It's in the
First one?
tab characters.
Oh, that's character creators.
And Rob is the first one. It's not saying his name right yet because it calculates through all of his stuff and there's a delay put on it for a technical reason and blah blah blah. But it's supposed to stop saying all this wrong shit in that big square to the left of all your stats.
Yeah.
So see how June's is all right. Like that big square is just boom, her whole character sheet.
Yeah, mine's still not.
Yours is still building and populating.
It says it.
See that? Like loading bar. So all this is wrong here, but all your right information is in the sheet. So we're ready to play, but it would be nice if it was
Oh,
just
yeah, I
right
see
there.
it. I see it.
It could be that maybe this is fucked up. Oh, this is fucked up. The formula is not in here. Alright, that's why it's not repopulating. It can't. Alright. So we throw the formula right there. And get you your stats all in one place. Alright, so and like this isn't the full version where like I can update from here. You gotta go like when you take a wound or whatever.
It says I'm at 4, son. That's fine. Is he gonna? It'll probably correct that.
Says what?
Oh, is he gonna correct that?
So what?
Oh, it corrected. Never mind. It said something different and then it corrected itself. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, mine had a bunch of random bullshit at first too. Because like I said, it's kept on a delay so it won't like crash itself from
Alright,
errors.
sweet. Damn, even with 19 Constitution, I still end up with only 8 hit points.
Yeah, you want to check your hit points that you're entitled to maximum hit points, which this generator doesn't give you. So you're going to have 6 plus 4 is 10.
Yep.
And June maximum hit points is going to be, as a solo, 10 plus June's con bonus of 2, 12.
Yep. Makes sense.
Alright, I suggest we take a small break
Yeah.
and we'll be right at the beginning of this campaign. I got the storyline
So where should I
We're going-
put the characters in relation to the...
walking right up to the...
Yup.
So a fire truck just dropped you off. They're like, oh, your fire captain is like, oh, I'm gonna stick you with the volunteer.
Fire truck. Alright. Awesome.
And as you guys walk up, one of the employees is walking up to you with a very like nervous look on their face.
There you go. I put the fire truck. And here we are walking up. Which one? Is it the cowboy hat or the skeleton dressed guy?
The cowboy hat at the gate, yeah.
Because there's a cowboy hat guy and
Yeah,
a skeleton
the
guy.
skeleton guy is just acting like a skeleton type monster, but not attacking everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're awful realistic looking. Wow, it's amazing how realistic this goddamn haunted house is. Whoa.
Damn, dude.
How did they get it so fucking realistic?
Incredible makeup SFX, like to have the holes behind the exposed ribcage visible.
Yeah, how... It must be done with LCD displays. They're like just wrapped in cell phones.
I'll just put this behind him. That guy's having trouble standing up. So I
cell
didn't
phone-
realize he was missing his base. This guy-
Oh, that guy's awesome.
Yeah, that's why he looked like the best one. Like, I had a bunch of cowboys. I was like, I want the one that's the least gun-toting.
If we can play a music that like kind of goes with some of this, Ramon's Commando. Do you guys know that one?
That'll get us copyright strike. So, but
Something rocky?
Something rocky like that, like the Ramones. That won't get us a copyright strike. So,
First rule is the laws of Germany.
oh wait, you have your bass, right?
No, yeah, that's not right.
You got your bass somewhere around here?
I got the guitar.
You got the guitar? Alright, I'll play something like that. Like the Ramones. Going in the haunted trail. some real monsters in there, I think. Oh God, I think they might have all come to life, and somebody turned all the actors into real monsters. And I don't know what's gonna happen next. We might all freaking die. Total party kill theater. Yeah. There you go. Woo!
Guitar solo. There you go.
That's right. Total party kill theater. We're all gonna die.
Alright, well, let's see what this guy has to say to us, huh?
All right, that was our quick break, and we're back. We're ready for action. So this guy, this employee, apparently comes walking up with like a nervous-looking look on their face. Their face is all dirty and streaked with like dirt and sweat. And they come up, and they're like, "Thank God you guys are here." Hold up, though. Take a second. Take a break. Take a break.
I think she's just seeing the light.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank God you guys are here. I don't know how to say this. I don't know where the bosses went or what the heck just happened. A fog bank rolled in like a couple hours ago, and the whole place has changed around. There's a freaking giant hotel back there.
Have you been able to contact the sheriff or anybody about this?
The boss's trailer, I think, is empty, and our radios are dead.
Oh,
Cell phone service is down.
Excuse my buddy here. He's a convict.
We'll find him, I promise. We're gonna find him.
All right, they're looking at you. He's getting intimidated.
We're gonna find him.
I know you said you have 16 charisma somehow, but like in your case, sometimes the +3 is more like a negative modifier.
Alright.
Like, because, you know, intimidate can use either a positive or negative charisma modifier,
Yeah.
the way I run it. Ooh.
I've intimidated this guy.
Yeah, the guy's like breaking down.
I'm probably
He's
trying
like,
to
"What?"
intimidate
He's
him.
like, "What? Officer, what are you sicking this man on me?"
I'm not sicking you.
No, he's saying it to the real firefighter, like,
Rob, knock
Look
it
at
off.
my teeth. He smiles with those sharp, like sharpened
All right.
teeth.
You
this
wanna go
guy
back?
runs
No, you
past this fence, so like the entrance goes into this hedge maze, but right to the left of that entrance into the hedge maze, there's like a gap between the hedge and the line, the rope, and it says "Keep out, employees only," and he runs back there.
I wasn't gonna eat you.
Knock it off, Rob, or you'll be doing a life sentence.
I am doing a life sentence.
Another one.
I am doing. That was the best response. I mean, it's already a life sentence. I mean, what's tacking on another one really gonna do?
All right, the guy in the cowboy hat lets in a group of 10, like mostly school kids, and you smell like brimstone as this like Grim Reaper dressed guy like follows them into the hedge maze.
Brimstone.
Sulfur fumes.
Ooh,
Alright.
So there's the entrance to the hedge maze, or there's the keep out employees only direction,
Is he riding on a motorcycle?
or I guess not go in.
well, I guess I'm worried about this. I think.
Alright, I'll just grab
You
this.
haven't tried your radio, but they said all radios and cell phones are down.
My instinct is to see if there's something they aren't telling me about, like this fog that seems to have taken away like communications, because that's worrying, you know. I gotta be able to communicate.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna like sneak over there and see if I can hear anything.
over where?
Over into the employees only area. Because I figured that maybe there'll be some like
Yeah.
management dudes or
I'm
something.
trying to find something that's like.
Because I'm not thinking they vanished out of thin air. I'm thinking they're probably just over here trying to talk to people, tell them what's up. So,
All right. Do you check your radio?
yeah, I check my radio.
All right. It's kind of staticky and stuff, but like there's people using radios. Do you even hear like the haunted hotel people? You hear the owner whose voice he's all like, "Hey everybody, I just want y'all to get ready and it's going to be a great night. The line's very full and there's tons of people and we made lots of money. It's going to be pizza tonight."
Yeah, I'm just gonna use this shirtless guy with a knife to represent the kids.
Okay, so after hearing that, my character is like kind of thinking maybe it was some kind of scare tactic against him, and like.
Oh wait,
face
no,
or
this is
something.
better. Nope, I found something better.
But you still go down the.
No,
you
I'm
leave
gonna
your
go. I'm
volunteer
gonna
into the
go-
employees only
No,
area.
we're-
Oh, here we go. I'm
Go
gonna
to
use the
hedge maze.
skateboarder as the
You go
kid.
in the
I'm like,
hedge
oh,
maze.
they were just fucking with me.
How many kids did you say, Dad? So I got these skateboarders too.
That's that's a figure of 10.
Alright, we'll just use this guy. And we'll use this guy as the Grim Reaper.
Okay.
He's a skeleton. I had another skeleton up there. Was it the same skeleton that followed him in? Or no?
It's a different
So
one.
yeah, I'm thinking
Alright, I'll leave that
my
guy.
next order of business will be to investigate the smell of sulfur.
Excuse me.
All right, so you like hurry up to track these guys down the hedge maze.
Yeah.
All right, they're pretty much lost 1 or 2 turns ahead of you. So let's get an initiative check and see if they like just straight smoke you.
They're all on skateboards going in there.
So I rolled initiative. Get a 20-sided. Any flat surface is official. Like so, those books that should be official.
Yeah. And then we're going into the hedge maze. So should I put us?
He's like, you guys are trotting in there, in fact. So it's kind of a standard hedge maze. Perhaps the hedges are a little bit thornier than normal.
I'm just kind of.
They're also very tall, about 7 feet.
Oh, 5.
A 5 on my initiative.
Sorry, you're a Lego. You do better if you're.
All right,
Like,
the maze turns first right, then left, and you come to a decision. You could go left or right, but there's no sign of that group ahead of you.
Ooh. Okay, let me.
What do you think, Rob? Left or right?
Here, roll a 20-sided. You want to get high.
Trying to like.
15 or
All right,
no,
you smell
12,
brimstone off to your left.
12, my bad.
You
That's what I
smell
said.
brimstone off to your left.
To the, all
I
right.
take the left then.
Alright,
let's
I'm
go
gonna
left.
put these kids to the left. Are they right there or no?
All right, you see that like creature from the back of the group standing with a scythe over his head, and there's like a kid with a skateboard, all like getting crazy in his face.
Let me put this at this guy.
I'm thinking this is haunted house antics. I'm not thinking.
Yeah, but like the customer, it looks like there's a customer, and it's, by the way, it's not dark yet.
So they're like kind of.
The customer's like swinging a skateboard.
So okay, I'm thinking maybe he's like gotten annoyed with like the scare tactics or whatever. Then it's like, he got a little too invested. So I'm gonna walk over there and try to break it up. Then
Yeah. Damn it.
All right, so you start walking up.
I shout to an outset too. I'm like, hey, what are you doing, kid?
All right, you actually get, as per the rules of this scenario, you actually function as a first level cop as well. You have the authority skill.
No. Oh.
So you shout out like a command to them,
Yeah, I'm just
and
gonna.
the little kid he drops his skateboard,
I'm standing back and watching the situation.
and the guy with the scythe like stabs the skateboard with his scythe, and says confiscated, and like wanders off into the maze.
This is really a good place.
Lyft rider told Shelly this is a good vegan Thai place.
Ah,
He can't drive for shit, but his intentions are good.
I'm gonna try.
Jesus. Thank God Thank God you survived.
It was terrible.
What
Thank you though.
Dude, like, he almost missed our exit. I swear to God, there were so many times where I was, like, gripping the seat.
Oh no,
What do you
one of
want,
those
What
guys.
do you want, baby?
Look, huh? I could get some of this soda.
So he wanders off back to the right from the original turnoff.
Okay,
After
I'm gonna,
confiscating and pretty much destroying the
I'm
guy's
gonna
board.
question the kid.
The kid's like all shaking, looking at both of you. And
No, I'm
he's
just
like-
standing back.
He's like, help! I gotta get out of here. That fucking guy was real.
Excuse me.
What do you mean real?
You know what I mean. He was some kind of demon or something. That wasn't an employee.
Oh, come on!
Oh wait, my character's an atheist, right? I pat him on the head and I'm like, kid, there's a lot of bad in the world, but there's no demons.
Yeah, you know, I'm about the worst thing you'll see. Ooga booga booga booga.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you guys, he's like, okay, I'm sorry, officer. Can I just leave?
Yeah, of course.
All right. He tries to go like just backwards,
Uh-huh.
and you just hear him like run up that path, and you feel like you can kind of like hear, you can kind of tell what's going on in that area. It sounds like that one monster that's guarding the beginning like moved right then, but you don't hear anything after that.
It's probably fine. I'm gonna reassure you.
And
You-
then after about a round of this talk, like you kind of hear like a.
I'm gonna go investigate.
It's just probably some dogs.
All right, the guy in the cowboy hat like looks back in the entrance and he's like, "Oh, that kid, he went home all fine and good. Nothing to see here." And he's like got a towel and he's like mopping something up.
See, it's fine.
Hold on there. You have a. I'm thinking it might be a potential fire hazard. I smelled natural gases earlier. I'm gonna have to investigate any
All right, he
liquid
throws
spills.
this bloody and muddy towel into a wheelbarrow, and he's like, "Yeah, sure. Whoa, how can I help you? What do you need to know? You want to see how the maze works and stuff?
I need
I'll
you to
show you all
drop
the
what you're
electric."
holding right now.
He sets the wheelbarrow down.
Okay, my radio was semi-functional, right?
Yeah,
Because now I'm seeing it's like bloody and stuff.
he's like, "Yeah, it's fake blood."
Hold on a second, and I'm gonna radio.
Look at this guy. He's scared.
I'm gonna radio.
He's with me. I'm a murderer, and this guy's scared.
I'm like thinking, I'll sound crazy because I have this idea in my head that this kid got like killed or something. But I'm thinking I'll try to radio like my boss to contact.
All right,
Yeah,
let's see a 20-sided roll on your technology.
I love it. I love how the crazy murderer thinks everything is fine.
10.
All right, you can like hear like the fire department,
Uh-huh.
but like they can't hear you at first, and then they're like, "What, huh? Officer Mason or Corporal Mason, huh?"
I just like sigh. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna pick up the rag and smell to see if I smell that sulfur brimstone smell from before then. Got an 18.
You do, and you smell like human blood,
Like
and
the
piss.
strong iron
A strong,
smell.
yeah, and a strong hint of piss for some reason.
Are we near any like bathroom, porta potty or anything?
Yeah, there's a porta potty right
Because
there.
it is like just a full.
It's
clean-
pretty much like he just
rag.
mopped like right by the porta potty.
Yeah. With the sulfur.
The sulfur and the blood though, why?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna need to see your electrical. And I'm like, take me. Take me to see some of that stuff.
All right, the cowboy had a guy like nods to two of the like actors, and that dressed up as Grim Reapers, and they're coming with him, and they're like, "Yeah, sure, we'll show you the electrical." And they take you behind that sign, "Employees only, keep out." And there's these 3 mobile home trailers But before you get to that, there's a big electrical box up on a pole, and all these cables are running everywhere from that. And they're like, this is the electrical. And it's not even sparking or anything. It looks pretty good.
Okay.
And then while you're looking, the guy like dips out, and those Grim Reapers like start attacking.
Oh.
Now you guys are both like secretly very skilled murderers. So I'm not even going to give them a chance to surprise you, because you know what I'm saying, like, dude, if a guy dressed up as like a pterodactyl.
Well, also, I went into this with the hunch that at least one of them was a psychopathic child murderer.
Yeah, so now these two are like moving, and you don't even think they're human, based on like the sound of them moving.
That's the
oddly
electrical
enough,
box, and those are through trailers.
and shit like that. So the cowboy hatted guy like backs up, and the two Grim Reaper guys move in, and you guys like are like looking at the electrical box, and out of the corner of your eye, you know they're coming to kill you. Do you know? You know you're a solo. That's the legendary class, like of modern day fighters, and you're an assassin, even more like on point. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys the initiative. These two small Grim Reapers are coming in to fucking end you guys. You're sure.
All right.
And the other guy dipped out.
We have initiative. Wait. So
You can feel cold radiating from their fucking weapon.
I'm gonna like bite the guy's arm with my sharpened teeth. Oh,
4.
that's terrible.
All right, dude, you bite into the guy's arm, and this like just chill of cold like just hits you in the face, almost for damage. But I
Okay.
won't, because that's kind of unfair.
I got a
missed attack.
17. My plan was to try and like bind them with some of the bigger wires in here, maybe. But I don't know if that's.
So you have
Setting up the
fire
combat
axe,
round. Yeah,
a fire extinguisher.
miniature.
I didn't say you had rope.
No, with,
Are
like,
you
the
gonna
wires
say you're gonna
in the-
try to? Well,
It's
it'd be around to
electrocution.
just gather up
Yeah,
wires to use. It would
I'll
be
just take the axe then.
You just try to bury your axe in this Grim Reaper's head.
I'm not liking that idea either.
What about you
I
go
gotta
for a
take-
non-lethal strike? Maybe it's an actor. Slap him
Perfect.
upside the head with the side of the axe. It does full damage, but as you know, that damage, once he reaches 0, he's merely knocked out.
I would attempt to flee, but this guy has to still serve his life sentence. So I can't let him get wasted by these Grim
So
Reapers.
you're scared enough that these might be supernatural Grim Reapers
Well, I'm
that
just
you're starting to think it might even be worth it to freaking
Whoa.
run.
yeah, but I'm not gonna run with.
So it's your attack.
Just
Are
for
you
the
gonna-
plot, I don't want to like ditch Pat, so I'm not gonna run without him because he's gotta serve his time. You know, I'm good. I gotta make sure he sees justice.
You could use your attack to grab your volunteer
and then flee.
and try to escape. But they have an attack coming. There's
Yeah,
no
that's what
getting
I-
out of this.
Well, because when you get initiative, can't you use your attack as fleeing? But if I wanted to save,
That's called escape, and thieves have that, and some solos.
okay. I'm gonna go for like a non-lethal attack. Yeah, just like a sucker punch on the one closer to me.
You gonna sucker punch them with your fist?
My gloved hand.
All right, this is
This is
your.
fire shit.
Are you trying to do killing damage or just knocking
Non-lethal.
out?
Just
All right. Oh shit. You want to roll your attack?
yeah.
And mine already.
Oh,
pretty
7.
much.
All right. You feel like a chill radiating from this like really silent person, and like your fist like just harmlessly grazes the front of them, and they're so incredibly firm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the muscle tone here, it's almost like there's metal under that robe.
All right.
But it's silent when it hits, not like clang.
Nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was my turn.
Alright, these Grim Reaper guys, instead of like hitting you with scythes, they're gonna tackle you. Each of you guys roll a dodge.
Here, roll mine, Pat.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm red.
12 and 5.
12 on red, 5 on.
Remember, dodge low is good. So they have a plus 8.
Oh yeah, because that's their 2 hit.
I have AC 17 and I rolled a 5.
The 5 was a 13, so it missed whoever.
No, I was
other
the
one
5.
hit.
You said red.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Red is
The
12.
other one hit
Oh,
AC
okay.
20, so... Alright, this Grim Reaper guy, he drops his scythe and just tackles you. And he grabs you, you have to make a strength check to not fall down.
Get off me!
Or get grabbed up by him.
13.
Alright, because of his strength play, well, you have good strength too, so... But yeah, you almost fall down. And he's like got you grappled now. You're now grappling.
Okay.
Yeah, that other Grim Reaper dropped his scythe too.
Yeah.
I'm totally picking that shit up.
Alright, are you evil?
Chaotic evil.
Alright, it feels painfully cold to the touch, but once you grab it, it feels very, like, reassuring and, like, it's going
Natural.
to, yeah. There's a weird sound, like, kind of a in your mind. It really kind of hurts, but again, like I said, it's kind of natural and reassuring at this point. You could be bleeding from your ears and eyes a little bit, you can't be sure.
Yep.
You pick up this like gleaming freaking. Oh, just now the sun's going down. You can see like a faint silver light coming from the massive blade. And I'll give you that action as a free action at the end of this round.
To attack?
No, just the action of picking the weapon.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
At
So-
this point, I've begun screaming, I feel like. Like, hopefully this will help me out somehow. I'm just howling in terror, if that's possible.
Alright, you hear that southern guy's voice. Hey guys, will you let them go? They're just fire department. And you hear like this disembodied voice come from one of them, all like, "Oh, I thought they were customers in costume. Sorry." And he lets you go. The manager walks up to you guys, and you scored one of their sides. And he walks up to you guys and he's like, "Hey, you know, some people are saying some kind of nonsense. It looks like there's a fire out in the swamp behind the trail. And some people are saying they seen a hotel
All right.
come up out of the swamp back there.
All right. Let me get
There-
out of there.
There ain't no real haunted hotel. We got a few rooms, you know what I mean? But they're saying this big old gothic. Can you guys mind just go back, bypass the whole maze, go look in the swamp, and see if there's anything to this? I think there was once like some kind of Victorian mansion back there that they blew up after World War II. I think the Trump family had it sent in from Alaska. Something about some kind of creature up there. Was it a polar bear or whatever it was? And they had to tear down Fred Trump's brothel. Y'all never heard that story? It was on About San Diego. Anyway, it's nice talking to you guys. I'm Greg.
Nice to meet you, Red. I'll be sure to check it out.
Yeah, a whole hotel. Now that's just crazy.
Now you said there's a fire over there.
I think what it is. Yeah, I mean, what's this fog? It's smoke, right? I think there's some of the homeless are burning trash or something down there. Y'all are firefighters.
Don't smell like smoke, but, you know, I'll
Well,
check
we
it
have
out.
the fog machine. That ain't helping figure out where all the fog is coming from. We're creating a hell of a lot of fog.
Yeah, wait, I'm just realizing they're like the fog banks rolled in, and they probably have like hundreds of industrial fog machines. I'm wondering where could it have come from? Alright. Well, I'll do as he suggested.
Alright.
So you guys are gonna walk around the back of the hedge
Wait,
maze
Before I
into
go,
the swamp.
I'm like, hey, do you have like a business card or something? Just, you know. in case
He's
I
like,
need to
oh yeah,
contact you
get
in
one at the
future."
office trailer, or at the concession stand, or at the entrance to the hotel, or to the trail, or you know, from anybody but me. I don't have one on me right now. I gotta go check the electrical by the chainsaw.
Hold on, you seem very professional. Come on, I'm sure you keep one around somewhere.
All right, you guys, come with me. He takes you to the office trailer.
Okay.
And he goes in there, and homie, when he opens the door, he's like, y'all wait here. When he opens the door, it's like glowing in there like Pulp Fiction. Like, you can see the reflected, like, fresh, new green ink of, like, stacks of fucking Federal Reserve notes fresh from the Treasury. You can see the glowing of gold or whatever it was that was in the suitcase in Pulp Fiction. And he goes in there, and he comes out. He's like, "Wait, what did y'all want again?"
Business.
Oh, and he hands you his business card.
Okay.
Greg De Blasio,
Yeah.
owner, Haunted Hotel Corporation. Getting shit done since 1992.
Alright, I put that into my wallet. In the little like ID pocket there.
So yeah, you own this establishment then?
Well, actually, I don't own anything here, and if you read the small print, I'm not legally liable because I don't own any of this. This is all property. I mean, certain stuff I do own, obviously, like this right here. He whips out a small like war axe, like a hand axe. He's like, I own this right here, but see, that's rubber and it's safe. And he drops it, and it like stabs into the ground. He's like, see, these are good quality props. Okay, that's the kind of stuff I own. But like all of this right here, no, that's owned by the city or the MDC corporation that manages the city's finances. I don't really know.
Oh, the multi.
So you'd say you're wealthy then?
No, I'm not wealthy. I mean, I only have 2 houses, only one in the United States.
Yeah, alright. So, you know, what's your net worth?
Shit, you probably have a higher net worth than me. I'm
Well, I'm
so
just-
in debt, we don't actually turn a profit till Halloween night.
Oh, shit.
So, if y'all will help us, you know, it'd be greatly helpful, because
Rob, there's bigger fish, okay? Think about it. A massive hotel constructed in one night. There's gotta be some rich people behind that.
That's true. Some delicious rich people.
those, like, soft gluteal muscles,
Yeah, you know,
never standing.
exactly. You know, the rich are the fattest among us and the most delicious. That's why I eat them.
All right, please excuse me. Be right back.
Fattest and
Most tender.
Nutritious.
no, not the most nutritious, the most tender and fat.
Their diets are saturated fat or something. I mean, people would eat something that would be nutritious, right? And it would be
Yeah, they're
More
higher
delicious.
quality.
yeah, when they eat good food, they taste better.
You know, you ever have, you know, it's like grass-fed cattle taste pretty good, you know? It's kind of the same idea.
Kilo last year. We got the whole thing figured out.
You guys looking for anything?
Yeah, so I'm heading.
Hmm?
I just want to do a quick examination of the room. Like, we're not right here in particular.
You're outside the trailer.
Never mind. Okay, I just want to head to the swamp then, yeah.
You could, like, You could try to go in the trailer.
Well, I'm not very.
Did I not bring?
I'm not suspicious of him. He seems like a really nice, a nice gentleman.
So you got like some kind of like glowing gold in there, huh?
Oh, bro, I didn't bring my cable.
Oh no.
Oh, what? Your charger? I
Yeah.
think it's this one. That one.
Oh,
Oh, word.
I think you plugged it in,
I
right?
saw it like on top of the table. I don't know where you can. Maybe behind the couch there's a available connector.
Oh, do we need to plug it in?
Find the.
oh, that's true.
Kind of hard to get back there. But yeah, I'll try. Give me a minute. Try to plug this in.
My laptop's screaming. It has like 8 minutes left.
Oh shit! Okay, I really gotta. Let's see. How long does this cord stretch? Okay. Alright, I gotta go over there. I think.
Hey, I'll get you an extension cord.
All right, so the owner left you alone by his office. You're thinking about breaking in, or no?
Not at all.
Perfect,
I'm
okay.
thinking about heading to this small
All right.
area.
Let's go over that way.
All right, you see like away from the hedge maze, behind those trailers, you see like a cloudy area enshrouded in fog, but between you and there, you're pretty sure there's like a crowd of
There we go.
people kind of shuffling about. You can't be 100% sure, but it looks like there's a good sized crowd, maybe 20, 30, maybe 60, 80, 100 shambling kind of just whatever they are. Maybe they're, people that go to haunted houses typically kind of shuffle like oddly.
I'm gonna approach and ask if they've. No, if there's no time to waste. If there's even a report that there could be a fire, I was gonna ask them if they'd seen it. But
You're gonna run toward the smoke
yeah,
and toward the people.
yeah, but I'm not gonna bother talking to them.
All right, you start running up, and you're planning on running past this guy, but it looks like he's in pretty bad shape. Like, is this some kind of chemical weapon or something? His like skin is all like yellow and twisted and tortured looking, and his kind of jaw is like hanging. His clothes are kind of ripped. He
Alright.
seems like a little emaciate, and he's kind of like staggering off to one side as he walks. And like as you're running past him, like he starts veering more and more toward you.
You alright? Oh,
Alright, he like just comes silently walking toward you. It looks like 3 or 4 others start doing the same. And Pat, unless you say otherwise, you just follow this guy because they're your boss and shit.
Okay, I'm starting to have like these like intrusive thoughts about like Romero movies and stuff, and I'm
Do we see like the hotel in the background at all?
terrible.
Alright, through the mist, like it looks like there's about a like 6-story building in that fog bank.
What the? Audibly saying, just looking up at the building.
Yeah, and now one shambling humanoid is almost within arm's reach of you, and 3 more are right behind it, and dozens more are behind those. Between you and the hotel. It might be possible to make just a straight run for that hotel and pass all these guys, because they're all pretty slow.
That's my plan.
Alright, there's a lit area, like a lit up entrance right at the front.
Okay, yeah, then just straight to the front door.
Do you tell your volunteer?
Yeah, I tell him.
You're like, run or whatever.
Get past these guys. I got a bad feeling.
Alright, those first 3 like all stumble over themselves trying to tackle you guys. And they literally fall down. that second 3. That first one kind of swings his arm like lazily like this as you run past. Maybe he's waving, I don't know. Like that. And then the other 3 are like this, they fall. And you guys run past like 1 dozen on each side. And they're just kind of like stumbling toward you. And you guys come up to the front of this big ass Gothic hotel. And you just hear people laughing inside, and it sounds like so much fun. There's all these people walking around in like suits and shit, like white, like, you know, not tuxedos, but like Dean Martin kind of suits. And like there's these 2 huge gargoyles of stone guarding the front steps. Here, roll a 20-sided for no reason. You don't want to roll low.
11.
Alright.
The other
Do
one.
you have a wisdom plus that you know about?
15 or 13 or something. 13.
Where'd the purple guy go?
There's your red.
I don't know.
Well, you need to roll a saving throw, Pat.
Okay, I'll just roll on the red. I got a 12.
Alright. For some reason, like, you guys kind of fixate on the eyes of these gargoyle statues at the front of the hotel, but you just walk past them. There's stairs going up into this grand entrance.
Are the doors open or shut?
The partly transparent doors are shut against the cold November night.
Excuse me.
I don't know where that purple dye is.
Yeah, me either.
It sucks. I'll check my pockets before I go because I am a stealer of D&D dice.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Alright.
Oh, dude, just then, like, there's a flyer for the haunted trail on the ground.
I pick it up and read, see if it's normal.
It just basically says, you know, an ad for the haunted trail, but it's got a weird drawing on it that it seems to have changed from the old one. Because this one says haunted hotel. And it shows a hotel, like, in outline that looks more like a strange castle from some ancient civilization. And it's got a floating, like, something floating before it. Then it shows a hedge maze with a chainsaw above that. Then it shows a cornfield with, like, hooded guys holding different things. And a cross of iron in a flame. And then it shows a double big top circus tent with a guy with a weird clown suit on looking out the door. And weird shit on him.
I'm just
Do you hold on to that or throw it or...
yeah, I think I'm gonna throw it. Well, I don't know.
Alright, you throw that flyer down and this, like, kid runs by in a white, like, suit top with a black bow tie. He's like, cool, I love these flyers. And he grabs it up. And you just cross up the stairs and this lady in a nice, like, evening dress opens the door for you guys. And she goes, aren't we a little underdressed for the Halloween masquerade? Oh, I see, we're in costume. Well, come on in.
All right.
And you come into this big ass, like, gallery hall. And fucking facing you are all these, all the name of them says all this stuff Trump. The one right in front of you says Fred Trump.
That's they were saying the guy's mansion that they blew up, right?
Yep.
I think so.
And yeah, it's got like 7 Trumps and then 7 biblical paintings below them about Revelations. The shit that happened in the Revelation on each trumpet is below one of the Trump family members. And Then if you look on the wall behind you, it's got like 7 different like historical epochs. Right behind you, it shows JFK, where some guy in a limo's head getting blown off.
For not JFK?
It looks like JFK.
Yeah, I'm British.
There's a who has a painting of JFK's head getting blown off in a fucking hotel. But anyway,
That's the kind of that's the kind of painting you see at like a truck stop hotel where there's no other like place, there's no competitor, so they can put up whatever they want in there.
I don't know. It's very troubling. And
I
there's,
don't
like,
even know if
waiters
that happens
walking around.
there, dude.
Like basically a big ass. It's being used as a ballroom, but it's the grand gallery of the ancient. What is it called? Ancient Hotel Atlantis.
Oh, okay.
You guys didn't see the logo outside, but like you can see it on like the bottom of the lamp. It's all like inscribed in there. Crazy ass rooms that you see are also English. And it's like Ancient Hotel Atlantis.
Wow. I'm like, wow, Atlantis. That's something.
Yeah.
And you see all these like it's all like rich people, but they're not all like. Weirdly enough, for it being Trump related, there's a lot of like different races of humans, but they all seem to be humans.
Right now, my character's just like kind of in awe and like very surprised that they could erect this whole structure in secret for like this event without anyone knowing, you know.
A waiter comes up to you guys with a tray of drinks and hors d'oeuvres. I've got lobster sliders. I've got champagne. I can get you a beer.
Do you have plums?
I'm sorry, we don't have any plums. I'll see what fruit we do have.
You got whiskey?
He like pours you a whiskey.
So they don't have any plums. Dang. Any
Alright, I drink a whiskey, alright?
any figs?
Let me get another one.
Any figs? It is useful, trust me. It's not.
I'll go back and see what we have.
Alright,
He
that
pours you another whiskey, and are you having
I
whiskey?
won't be drinking anything, and you shouldn't either. We're on the job.
I think he finishes his second whiskey.
Yup.
probably.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Are
leave me the bottle.
Are these shots or bottles? You're like, this is
They're
the
big
second-
shot, double shot.
He's like, leave me the
second
bottle.
750 milliliters.
No, they were 4-ounce shots. You just had 8 fucking ounces of whiskey, so you're pretty much getting drunk. These ladies walk up. They're dressed very formally, but they're actually quite young, and they're like, oh my god, can we have this dance? And the band stops playing. There's a band in the corner off to the left. They stop playing Monster Mash, and they start playing something slow. As time goes on, I realize, and those girls like call you in to dance, like slow
Meh.
dance. with them.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
what
dance.
you
You go dance. I'll go check out what's going on around the bar.
Alright, I gotta use the bathroom anyway, so that's good timing. But yeah, I'm.
So he goes and dances, but I go and I look for rich people at the bar.
Alright, these 2 girls both hug on to you,
Okay.
and they're playing Color My World.
While this guy looks for rich people at the bar.
Alright, at the far end of the gallery, there's a straight painting of Donald Trump wearing like imperial garb. He's dressed as like a tin pot dictator emperor.
Nice.
Because a lot of people aren't aware, but in this timeline, he has been declared president for life of something called the Second United States of America.
Yep.
And this is over the entrance to a luxury bar. Just like a big, you know how there's like shelf and shelf and
Yep.
shelf of liquor, dude. There's so many, so high going up that they straight have those like bookstore, like library ladders and stuff. to reach that high up, and everything's all polished and stuff up there. There's a small dance floor, but it's just full of tables and stuff because they're using the gallery for the dance floor. On the other side of the bar is a staircase going up to the rest of the hotel,
Yup.
or just a closed room that's probably like a kitchen or something. Oh, and there's a locked door leading into a different gallery, but that's like obviously like chained up.
All right. So who's sitting in this bar?
What are you looking for? Like a rich victim?
Yup.
You have a 20-sided?
Yeah.
Or search
He's just.
check.
All right. I rolled. Oh shit. All right. What was that? I rolled there. A 20. What the fuck? Really? Sorry about your computer. I think I rolled a 20 though.
What happened to it?
Oh, the soda fell like and hit it. Not hard, just you know what I mean.
Soda in it?
No,
Oh.
soda was closed. Nothing.
No, that's.
It's not like anything grand. It's just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Try.
Wait, you say you rolled a 20?
That's what it says on that.
Alright, dude. Famed executive Gail
Not
Nakamura is sitting at the bar drowning her sorrows. She's a famous executive from, I think, Grumman, Northrop Grumman.
You know, beautiful lady like you shouldn't be sad like this.
She just looks at you kind of like pity, like with pity in her eyes that you don't know. She was in the news because her child was like kidnapped and brainwashed by extremists and almost died and was in this big like just horrible
Oh
ordeal.
shit! Yeah, that's right.
But the kid didn't die, right? That's another campaign. Yeah, her kid was eventually returned back to her,
Yeah.
but it's just been a nightmare because that child is now like a world-renowned hacker and has like a government job, and she's like 11.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, you can't begin to get into all the heartache and suffering that this family's gone through.
Yeah.
And she's sitting here, basically crying into a big stiff drink. What the hell they do with my glasses?
I don't know.
That's a stupid ass move right there.
Uh-oh. Do you need me to get up?
No. I think they like slipped off of my dumb ass face.
Oh, I see. Right there.
Thanks, Mauricio.
Over there. If I
Alright.
But yeah, she is rich as hell. And she goes like, so what brings you to the hotel at the end of the universe?
Well, you know. I always loved going to interesting places and meeting interesting people.
So your costume is you're a criminal volunteer firefighter.
Yeah.
How'd you think of that?
You know, it was the first thing that came to my mind.
What do you do in real life?
I'm an investment banker.
Oh. You know, somebody I know in that field says that because there's so many easy money schemes like crypto that you know, a good return on a
Jesus.
traditional investment is almost like losing your shirt these days.
Well, I always get returns on my investments.
She says, well, it's too bad you don't know anybody like who you're dressed up as, because I can always use muscle. I got a debt going back to before the Maryland thing, when those bastards sunk a couple of our helicarriers.
Really?
Or what's your citizenship? You're not second American, second United States of America, are you?
You know, no.
All right. I mean, look, I'm not at work right now, so I don't care if you're UN FEMA or second American states. But you know, there is a war on for the country.
That is
And,
true.
Yeah, I'm glad you're normal.
Yeah. I'm very normal.
Food dropped off to me. Trying to work out this hangover, dude. It's taking me all day.
Damn.
Hangovers are, you know, our little souvenir of a good time.
Yeah, I really was really loaded last night. I hadn't like thrown up from drinking in like 2 years or something.
Wow.
Like, but you know, I mixed
Baby,
wine
you need to move
with
it
rum.
more in
Ugh.
Ugh.
the gate.
Yeah.
I've been drinking rum. I got a bottle of Captain Morgan's about a month ago.
Well, that stuff sneaks up on you. It's like the Bacardi's kind of like water, you know. And next thing you know, you're like, I'm so drunk.
Oh yeah, Bacardi's insane. Captain Morgan's kind of worse in some ways, but at least like you see it coming. Like Bacardi, like, oh, everything's fine and normal, and it's not.
There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh man, I took a dab a second ago and it gave me a coughing fit again. I need to know. Well, that's why I'm taking this many.
Yeah, man. When you start coughing too much from weed, there's nothing to be done except like scale it way back.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like flour doesn't make me cough like that. Wax stuff. Oof. Wax is. Gave me a cough.
All right, these two girls basically, they grabbed onto you and start dancing. They start rubbing their hands under your clothes. They're like, you know, what do you call them? Young college women molesting a firefighter.
It doesn't really make sense.
No, dude, half of all male strippers dress up as firefighters.
That's true,
They
too.
basically, and it's Halloween, so they basically think you're either a male stripper or just a guy who's in shape, like a firefighter, dressed up as a firefighter, and they're trying to jump your bones.
Alright, I'm kind of trying to like be like, whoa, back off.
All right, well, you know how human psychology is, so now they're locked on, like, they're totally turned on that you're trying to push them away.
Mm.
I'm gonna try to lead them to a distraction. I'm gonna look around for.
All right, they just physically try to grapple you under a table nearby. There's like a table with like champagne and shit set out on it. They're like, come on, and like try to wrestle you under their strength check.
Oh my god. Have the red.
Was that the purple?
9.
9.
Oh, that's red.
All right, well, you put like a 12 on your strength, and there's 2 of them, so
I
that's
have
minus 3.
15.
Huh?
Oh, 15.
All right, let's say they both have 10 strength, but there's 2 of them, so that's a plus 3 on their side. You got a 15 strength, so that's a plus 2. 10 plus, so
9
3
plus
minus
2.
2 is 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. You don't make it. They pull you under there. All right, the other one, like they got their hands in your pants. They got you under the table.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna.
you're out of commission for at least a melee round.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this
You
like
know-
rich executive
Is
is
talking with Pat.
Yeah.
Or-
at the bar.
Yeah. You know, it sounds like you do have problems with some enemies, huh? You know, I am pretty good at stuff like that, actually. What do you think they are? So, how rich are your enemies?
Oh, some of them are extremely wealthy.
You think they taste good?
No, she's like, haha. Eat the rich, huh? That's what everyone's saying.
Well,
But I'll have you know,
I saved the news clip about me. See? I really am that guy.
she's like, all right. She watches this. You show her on like your phone or something, YouTube of you getting sentenced for like eating people.
Eating rich people.
She's like, wow, that's interesting. How are you out of jail?
Oh, they wanted me to be a volunteer firefighter at this event.
But it's Halloween. People think you're in costume. How stupid would that?
Right? I don't know who decided to do this.
She's like, well, it's really nice meeting you. And she like stands up and without facing away from you, like starts backing into a dark corner of the bar.
Look, you've had too much drama. I'm not even interested in you.
She picks a lock like that fast.
Scared
Goes
this.
into a locked fucking hallway.
Alright.
She closes the door behind her. You don't know if she's had time to lock it yet. Maybe you could force your way in there. I don't know. Or she goes into this locked hallway full of strange, like, it's a different gallery. And
Yeah.
it's full of all this strange stuff. You can't really quite see and make out what it is through the glass window.
But.
A different bartender comes up. Or, no, you've never seen the bartender, right?
No.
Alright, this guy comes to the bar looking just like Eddie Van Halen. And he's like, what can I get you?
To me?
No, to the bar. Alright, but yeah, hang off on that. So, June, what are you gonna like get out of this situation?
I'm just gonna attempt to fight them off again. Is that just another strength check or?
Yeah, or you could maybe tell them off, or what do you do?
I'm an event fucking security office personnel. You better back off.
They're like, what? What? God, you're such a dick!
Damn.
Leave me alone.
you hear them talking to each other. They're like, you know, just a 5-minute blowjob. What the fuck? And they like walk off. They're so pissed off. Like, you can tell they will fucking stab you if you see them like in a dark room.
I go into that gallery.
You know what? Wait, they're seriously that pissed off here. I have an idea. I know that character
This
is
is
so
5 minutes.
good. Never mind.
Alright, they walk all pissed off to this bar with a picture of Generalissimo Trump fucking frowning over the doorway.
Anyway, I go into
And you see, as you look into that bar where they just walked, you see your volunteer looking at a door that like looks like it should be locked, but like it's just getting shut off to the far end, like the dark end of the bar.
Okay.
And it looks like he's going in that door right
Yup,
now.
I sneak in behind her.
I'm gonna try to sneak in behind Pat.
And I roll here. Let me see what this is. This is an 18.
I'm gonna try to sneak in behind Pat.
No, I sneak in behind this lady on. I don't know if I did it on an 18. I don't know.
Alright. There's no trace of the lady, but you see an old guy in a gray suit, like walking around dusting stuff, and you're in this like long ass hallway filled with like tables of like weird rocks. There's a record player going with like just theremin music playing.
What's there, man?
That old sci-fi like
Alright, I
type music.
I begin,
and the
like-
old man like walks up to that and like dusts it off.
I begin just trying to stealthily steal some of these more expensive looking rocks. Just
Do I still have to roll to sneak in behind Pat?
yes.
The old man, without even looking up, says, "The sign says do not touch."
I'm not touching them. Now Oh, I'm sorry. I guess my elbow got close. Jesus, I didn't even realize.
You don't want to be subject to the curse, do you?
What? There's no such thing as curses. Look, I'll touch it. I'll prove it to you. Look at this. I touched the rock.
Roll a 20-sided.
Uh-oh.
And I rolled a 15.
Nothing happens.
See?
Because you're stupider than hell, boy.
Look.
If you're a guest of the Trumps, then I suppose.
Look, I'll even like roll it in my hand to prove nothing'll happen.
So you grab up this stone and like handle it.
Yeah.
Roll another save.
Just like tempting fate now. Alright, that was a 17. I don't know how I keep saving on this.
All right. It feels like it's pulling like down the hall and to the left,
You alright?
and then
Come on, man.
noticing that, you look up and there's like these armored suits on display in the hallway, and behind them looks like a submarine or something.
Yeah.
But there's a big double door set going into like a great hall off to the left.
Okay. So,
And the old man's like, "Did you guys see Gale come through here?"
can I ask who Gale is?
Japanese lady, about this tall, long hair, nice, well, she's in shape. I never saw a Gale.
I saw her come in, but I don't know where she went.
Oh shit. I hope the curse didn't get her.
What's the curse?
What isn't the curse? The Grand Confederate Knights of the Confederate States of America Space Marines been fighting against the evil since day one.
Like, I slipped the rock in the that rock into my pocket during this whole conversation.
Okay.
While this
Well,
guy's
it's still pulling toward the next room, basically. The room on the left, the big, like,
Yeah,
I'll call it another
I'll
gallery.
go there to that like great hall.
all right. I'll listen to you.
Or
Rock
hall.
in my pocket.
All
No,
right.
nothing. I didn't say nothing.
So he like walks over there to dust off those suits and that ship that you guys briefly looked at. And as you walk that general direction, there's a big glass double door going off into this like kind of study looking area or I don't know, it's got a big domed skylight. Parts of the floor are made up like a cratered planetary surface somewhere. And there's a big like, I don't know, almost like an altar more so than a table. And there's all kinds of weird black stuff on it. And you feel like you can see like stars and stuff shining.
Like I walk up to that table. I'm like, you know, I wonder
Shining.
if I'm supposed to put this stone on this table for some reason.
All right, you put the stone on the table, and that weird woo starts up, like super loud, and this big rock like comes hovering down from the domed ceiling, just a few feet out above your arm's reach.
All right, I hit it with my scythe. Wire out that scythe the whole time.
All right, roll to hit.
Yep.
June, are you hearing this? June, are you sleeping?
You sleep?
No. Yeah.
I rolled a 19
Oh,
to hit it.
Okay. I got a.
You're gonna try
are
it.
you striking this stone?
I'm
No, I'm just rolling to try to flee, like from any sort of attack against.
I'm hitting it with
Alright.
this Grim Reaper
So
scythe.
you see this Grim Reaper scythe and this like light like shines from something scares you, dude, because the light shines from it and from the rock, and you see like you can foresee when those hit something's gonna happen. You said you were gonna flee,
I was
so
going
you
to duck
just
into some kind of cover or run or something.
Yes,
are you gonna
Cthulhu.
jump back out the whole room or
What?
not?
No.
You're gonna stay in the room.
He's all yelling
You're
yes,
gonna try
Cthulhu.
to, but you're gonna try to
Avoid
run to
danger.
the opposite corner of the
In the
room.
room.
This
Alright.
is just like they used to tell me in the old one temples would happen.
All right, the stone has to make a saving throw.
Let's see what's this. A 10. Is that a saving throw for the stone?
Well, all things being equal, it just barely failed. All right, this wand of destruction, or this like scythe of destruction, has impacted this powerful stone. And I'll just go ahead, since it's TPK theater, and we're probably coming up on our full hour anyway.
Yeah, we are.
The that shit explodes for 2 kills, full kills. So you might survive if you make your save.
All right,
right
let's
now.
see if I save. Let's see if I save.
June's saving at a big plus.
I got a 6.
I got an 18.
You fucking managed to survive, and you were the one right there.
I know,
So you
right?
take 1 kill, and that's 10 hit points. You're knocked out.
Do
June,
I
you
get any
take-
evil powers from doing this? You know what I mean? I feel like this is the kind of thing
10. And June, you took 20.
like I would get like evil.
Make another save for it to just, or I'm just gonna say it's non-lethal though in your case, because you were so far from the explosion. So the blast like knocks you out, and you'll heal back to 7.
Do I have to save versus like getting
After
a
a short
chaos
rest.
mutation or whatever the hell?
So alright, I'm gonna explain what happens. So you stab into this like moon rock with this like death scythe. There's a huge explosion. June is knocked out, and you're grievously injured. Yeah, you're knocked out too.
Yeah, we're all knocked. Everybody's knocked out.
Alright, yeah, you guys actually have to make saves versus mutations.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. And I rolled a 16.
7.
Alright. June, you had a plus on your save, so I'm just gonna say nothing happens to you. And I'm gonna say that Corporal or Rob Savage
Is
gets
mutated.
to select a physical mutation.
All right.
Or I should select it for you. But
Yeah. Well, I feel like I try to select something based on his character or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude.
Alright, your mutation is going to be you're like an old one's sensitive. So like old ones are attracted to you
Yup.
and you have awareness of them.
But I'm chaotic evil, so that's probably going to work to my advantage eventually.
So you have a +2 on detect or call Cthulhu Mythos creatures. Now, this is not conscious at this time, but it's there.
It's like the fish priest told me. And that I would become the great old one caller.
Also,
The hell? The fish priest.
it now just as the like smoke from this explosion clears June. You remember the scene on that flyer that showed the mansion? It showed like a moon rock. That's what it was in front of the mansion.
Oh.
And you guys ended up destroying that. Well, for whatever, you don't know what all that stuff was, but like it seemed like it showed a place and an item for like all the main areas.
Okay.
And you guys, like, for better or worse, destroyed the item of this area.
They told me back in my church that they had a prophecy that I would call the Great One to this reality to destroy everything and wipe the slate clean.
So that's what your party member is saying here. So I expect that you guys are both knocked out. So you have to survive a random encounter
Oh, yeah.
while you're knocked out.
I was making a joke.
Roll a 20-sided, it better be high.
Alright, let's see what I rolled. I rolled a 17.
Alright, some fucking paramedics come in. You guys are both some paramedics come in and start giving you guys mouth to mouth and stuff and like revive you.
Like
So
straight up actual medical staff? Or
yeah, straight actual San Diego like EMTs. So that counts as a short rest for June. Your damage was non-lethal, so you recover 3/4 of it, leaving you with 7 hit points. Patrick, so your wounds are 5. Patrick, you had taken 10 of lethal damage, bringing you to exactly 0 hit points. So you can heal 1 of your regular hit dice.
Alright.
In this case, I'm not going to give you your con bonus because it's part necrotic damage. So you get a d6,
Okay. And a 5.
5. So
Yeah, it felt like this D20
you both
where I can't
have
see
ended
it.
up with 5 hit points wounds. But these EMTs are like, we called in, and this guy doesn't have authorization to be a volunteer. He's a convicted murderer. Are you aware of this?
You know,
I didn't organize
The
this.
police are on their
They
way. It
told-
looks like you're going to be charged with harboring a fugitive.
Ooh.
You want it? I'm full.
I guess. What is this?
It's sushi.
Sushi.
But wait, I didn't set this up. This is the.
Actually,
I don't. You'll tell it to them, but it looks like the records point to you signing him out.
They told me back in the day when I used to go to the fish church that I would call upon his name in a situation like this, the Great One, and he would wipe the slate clean Cthulhu, come upon us!
So if this is the kind of volunteer you're accepting, I mean,
Alright, I'm rolling on that one too. Like, did I just roll there?
But wait,
9.
my career, I'm a veteran.
Alright.
so are you coming out with us or are they coming in for you? We can't detain
I
you.
rolled a 9 on that one.
Yeah, I'll come out there with you guys.
All right, these EMTs are like, come on with us to come talk to the police about what happened,
And he's like,
and you're going with them.
I called upon Cthulhu though.
Nothing happened. Do you go with these guys?
Nope, I run. I disappear.
All right, he like fakes for a second like he's coming with you, and then like runs like. Shit, are you guys in that lunar gallery?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are in the holy fuck. So you run in. All right, you run out of the lunar room with the dome into the lunar gallery. There's the left side you haven't explored yet. There's like a submarine in the middle of the floor and like 2 armored suits.
Rob
Or
said.
you can go back the way you guys came, back into the bar. There's some other features on that wall as well. There's a locked storage closet.
I wish the fish priest was here with me. The fish priest.
Alright, I'm chasing after Pat.
All right, you're right behind him. You guys both enter this gallery. The EMTs that revived you, they don't even care. They're not, like I said, they're like, we're not cops. We can't arrest you. So you're looking around. You're in this gallery filled with like weird shit from other planets, and you look. It's not a submarine. It's a Civil War ironclad in the middle of a giant hallway. And there's guys in like Space Marine armor, but from 1850. Confederate Space Marines.
My character is made somewhat uncomfortable by.
Yeah, there's Confederate flags up. There's Nazi fucking flags. There's a goddamn alien fucking flag up. Some kind of shit about Fungui, Fatagan, Cthulhu, Relie, Relie,
It's
Cthulhu.
like some kind of alien flag.
I'm all reading it out loud.
If it's being flown.
Alright, you
next
start
to-
reading that shit?
Yes.
We'll get you another chance
If
to.
it's being flown next to a Confederate and a Nazi flag,
I rolled a
it's gotta
3.
be One of their species extremely.
I did rest roll a 3 right now.
Alright, dude, I'm gonna give you a little veto power. So you hear your little coworker here all like chanting the writing from that flag, and you hear like the ground starting to shake.
Dude, shut up! And I like slap him.
I keep
Dodge
cheating.
the slap, or else.
Oh shit, what was this? Oh wait, that, no, I'm gonna do that again, because
That was a 12.
no, I rolled a 1.
Ooh, a 1.
So he hit me.
No, dodge is roll low.
Oh, I,
Alright, I won't assign a critical fumble,
No,
but you missed him.
So
So
like
he.
break my arm slapping him.
No, you don't get a fumble. I'm not gonna give you a fumble, but you swing, and he dodges like so clean, and he's just all Fatagan, really. And then like right before those 2 fucking armored suits, this like burst of like energy starts to appear and take shape, and a big ass tentacled.
I just
creature
like
started to come.
kneels before it and
I'm gonna
shit.
try and commandeer an armored suit. Is that
You
possible?
like the suits are empty, dude. You can
Yeah.
see that you could jump into them pretty easily.
That's
Yeah.
the-
All right, you equip one of the power suits.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for this.
All right, you like just open this like 200-year-old fucking robotic suit and start squeezing into it as a full like tentacle monster appears and just descends on this guy.
He's all bowing before
Yeah,
it too.
not Freddy, Rob. Roll your dodge on the tentacle monster. Or you give yourself up to
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Alright, dude. A Shoggoth just appears. Unless you roll a 1 right now, you're killed, dude. You're not gonna fucking survive.
Yeah. I rolled a 10.
A Shoggoth fucking appears and just like eats this dude as this Confederate armor, like it's all the like Mason Dixie, the Wish I Wasn't Dixie like horn
And he says,
starts up as like diesel engines and steam and like
Wipe the
a cold
slate
power
clean!
starts like shaking
And I'm like
the
eaten
suit.
by a Shoggoth, and that all starts happening. He yells, "Wipe the slate clean!"
All right, I'm just checking what kind of weapons we got on here. I'm gonna like blast this creature.
All right, there's a big ass melee like power axe right next to the Confederate power armor.
Yeah.
You grab it up and it energizes instantly. And I'll even give you initiative because they attack.
So I just had to roll to hit
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Eh. That's a fun way to end the kit. This is fun.
19.
19. Alright, you stab this like huge monster for about like 4 kills. And yeah, with a just massive, like, I don't have like all the stats on all this equipment because I didn't get this far. So you guys did good on that.
Yeah.
But you stab it for about like 40 hit points, and it's obviously still alive. I mean, it's like an 18-foot pile of tentacles. And now you pissed it off.
Okay.
If you were proficient in this kind of stuff,
Alright, I'm the
but
Shoggoth
you are
now.
a solo. Do
Yeah.
you have power suit?
Can I play as the Shoggoth?
Are you really a CIA plant?
Oh, dude.
Well,
I'm
wait.
gonna
Because
play as
if
the
you
Shoggoth
have,
now.
you could have another. That's true too.
I'm the Shoggoth.
Wait. What if this is an alternate timeline? What if we have power suit firefighters? You know, it's like the new fire engine.
I
Yeah,
am the
no, there
Shoggoth.
are in real life. They tried to figure out
It's
power
not
suits
so
for firefighters.
unimaginable, you know.
So you want to say that's one of your skills is power suit? All right, then I'll give you an extra attack then.
All right.
Because the rules at TPK Theater, now I get to play as the Shoggoth.
Oh. Boy, that's a 5.
All right, 5, and then you got your bonus over here.
All right.
Of I think it was 5. Your math.
I'm gonna invade the firefighter's mind.
8.
And
Yeah,
tell
this creature is not no AC 8, and then I'll even give you the plus
Yeah,
for the power suit.
What happens
13.
when
It's not even AC.
What happens
13.
when a weapon like this misses? Is it just
Yeah, dude, like you swing and there's like just all this sparking, arcing electricity and like heat and light.
Does
It's like
do I manage
magical
to keep it
and
from like hitting the ground
technological.
or something?
Alright.
Because dude, if that happens,
Yeah, you
Alright.
don't like stumble into
the Shoggoth
flammable
attempts
shit
to
all that.
mind bond, dude. I'm the Shoggoth. I'm gonna attempt
Alright.
its mind bonding power. And that is a 10.
do I have to roll saves?
Yeah.
So you have to roll save.
Or you're like
Oh wait,
mind.
table interfered.
Roll
Here's
on
the
the.
flat
Yeah.
official.
Yeah. Let's see, what's that?
4.
Oh.
Oh,
Damn, I had a 16.
all right. You become possessed by.
You
an
become
old
one with the
And that's
Shoggoth.
where we're gonna like end this campaign off. I think.
Yeah.
We could keep playing, but as far as like what TPK
We did a good,
theater is
like,
supposed to
2.5
be,
hour session,
Yeah.
so.
I think it's
but
a-
an hour of it was character generation, so we kept it kind of. It was close
this
to
is pretty
as
cool.
short as it was supposed to be. I think, although I had to look at the time, but I think we got all this in an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and I managed to like kind of fairly kill off you guys, sort of.
He got mind bound, which is worse than possession because their minds are now as one, fused together permanently. That's way worse than possession.
Well, with all due respect, as DM right here, I might like fudge that any which way.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But yeah, I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
Is there any question of what's going on? So the closing scene of this chapter is that the psychopath guy gets eaten by a Shoggoth
That he summoned
that he summoned.
because he was told in like a Catholic church that he would do this someday and bring about the end of the world.
And the firefighter guy jumped in a power suit,
Attempt to fight it.
trying to fight it, and struck it mightily, but then succumbed to its like insanity. And so the next time, probably off from the streamed ones, but we might actually stream these guys. But the next time, these guys can continue to adventure as like a second
You and the
level guy
Shoggoth.
now, and his like Shoggoth ally. Yeah. Nice work. Sorry to all the people who gave their lives. If you got attached to those guys, but let's see if we can roll up a Shoggoth character. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's how strong this iteration of the character generator
Yeah,
is.
man.
I think it can like roll
Now
up
I'm a
monsters.
Shoggoth.
Race.
This the end?
That's it for like the
Today.
stream. So
We'll play the
Dungeons and Deathmachines,
theme music and
Spelunkers,
go out.
Spreadsheets, Total Party Kill Theater.
Yeah.
Great job surviving and thriving and dying in the halls of madness.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Death Machines. Dungeons and Death Machines. Oh, Shoggoths aren't in